This filter is everything. I look good at every angle.
Starting on prep skin, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the Dewy and Smooth formula. I'm going to apply a nice even layer until I get the amount of coverage that I want with this look. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn you, the lighting in this video is a little off. I tried my best to correct it in editing, but it's still not the best. So don't mind that. But I'm just buffing that out with a brush, and then I'm going to go over and make sure that everything is nice and smooth. To highlight, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pen in Deep Dark, and I'm going to go over that with my LA Girl concealer in the shade One Honey, just to brighten it up a little bit. I wanted a more subtle highlight today, so I'm just going to apply these two and blend it out until I'm happy with the result. I'm going to use the LA Girl concealer as my eyeshadow base, so I'm going to apply that in an even layer and blend it out. And I'm going to set everything with the yellow shade from my MAC All the Right Angles contouring kit, and I'm in the shade Dark. All the products I'm using will be listed down below, so if you miss anything, just check the description box. I had to be a little extra today, and I'm going to bake with my Laura Mercier translucent powder mixed with my Nye Banana Powder. To contour, I'm going to use MAC's Blunt on my nose. I'm going to mix Blunt and Swiss chocolate for my cheeks. You guys have seen me do this a million and one times. I decided to carve out my contour, but girl, don't do what I did. I was being lazy and didn't reach for a darker powder. I instead just used what I used to bake, and it is way too light. I'm setting the eyeshadow base with the same yellow shade from the contouring kit, and now let's get into the eyeshadow. For the Morphe 35O palette, I'm taking this yellowish cream shade to highlight my brow bone. You can do whatever you would like, but I wanted something more matte for today's look. I'm going to mix these two colors and buff them really well into the crease. This look was really blown out and extremely smoky, so don't be afraid to go ham. Continue building up color. I'm going to go into this red shade and place it slightly lower than I placed the orange shade so that we have a nice gradient effect. And again, go ham with the blending. You really want this to be blown out and nicely blended. To start adding definition, I'm going to go in with MAC's Brownscript. Brownscript is in the same reddish brown family, but it gets really deep on my complexion, and for me, there just wasn't a shade in the 35O palette that was doing the trick. If you are a lighter complexion, you can definitely get away with some of the colors in the palette to take the place of Brownscript, but if you are a chocolate girl, you're going to need this color. Next, I'm taking MAC's, I think this is Sketch eyeshadow to start really adding definition. Again, there wasn't a warm enough dark color in the palette for me, so I just decided to go ahead and use Sketch, and it worked perfectly. And I'm just applying that to the outer corner of my eyelid and buffing that out. I want a very rounded look, so I'm wrapping all the colors around my eye, giving me a really nice blown out effect. So like I said, don't be afraid to go ham with your blending brush. But I'm packing on this reddish brown shade onto the lid. I'm using this really gorgeous gold shade underneath the one that fell out to pack on my inner corner as a highlight. After dusting away that excess powder, I'm going to go in with MAC's Raizin blush and really warm up the skin. MAC's Oh Darling Skin Finish to highlight. It was limited edition. If you weren't able to get your hands on it, you can always use Wisp from ColourPop. That's a really nice dupe for that. but I'm just going to take this on all the areas that I want to bring forward. I'm applying some mascara to my top and bottom lashes before I put on my falsies. And the lashes I'm using today are the Makeup Slayla lashes with their collaboration with Flutter lashes. Some fixed class, and girl, we are done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I apologize for the lighting. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.